Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everyone. First, this is Dara Central, and I'm here with.
Toluani, yes.
Oh, okay.
It's nice having you on this podcast show this evening, and it's a pleasure to have you, Opeyemi. Yes, you're most welcome. Opeyemi.
Okay. I think we have Josh here as well. Hello. Good evening, Josh.
Yeah, but I can't hear you guys loudly. I can't hear you guys well.
Okay, but we can hear you very clear and loud. We can hear you very.
My
We can hear you very well. Now. You said?
I said my Egma has joined.
Wow.
Okay,
We have
yes,
one
Mr.
David Adeyemi.
Wow. I almost called him.
Yes, we said Mr. John.
Let me welcome him very early.
Wow.
I can't hear you. That's my Egma.
Wow. Good evening, sir.
Okay, listen. Me, go.
You need to unmute.
I cannot hear you.
He needs to unmute.
I'm not here. It's not. Can you guys hear me?
We can
Very
hear you
well,
very
so
clear.
loud.
I struggle to hear.
Mr. Okay, you know what? Just hold on. Mr. David Adeyemi, you need
Meanwhile,
to...
we tested it and it worked pretty well in the afternoon.
Yeah, there is no problem. Mr. Adeyemi, you need to unmute yourself.
Hey.
Sorry, I didn't know I muted myself.
Okay, we can hear. The only person
Nearly.
Okay.
Wow.
Mr. Josh, let me quickly type in something here. Mr. Josh, because tonight's conversation is going to be very interesting. Mr. Josh, kindly log out
and log in again. Yes.
And log in again.
And the thing worked pretty well in the afternoon. I don't know what's the problem.
Yeah, but the funny stuff is that we can hear you loud and clear. Yeah. So I'm pasting something.
Okay.
You've seen it now.
Yes, I use. Sorry. So sorry.
You are using a piece. Okay.
Yeah. So sorry about that.
Okay. Now we have Nifemi. Okay, Nifemi.
You're welcome.
You're welcome to the platform this night. Can we meet you, please? Can you unmute yourself?
Good evening, everybody.
Wow. Good evening, Nifemi. And where are you joining us from?
From Lagos.
Wow,
that's great.
We'll appreciate if you can see your pretty face. Before we jump,
can you just give me like a few minutes?
Yes,
no problem.
Very well. You're welcome.
So that before we jump into the conversation, we just want to meet every one of us one by one. I can see Grace Durojaye,
but device not connected.
Grace Durojaye, in case you can hear us, all you just need to do is log out and relog in, and you'll be fine. You will definitely be fine. While we are trying to wait for one another, I would like Mr. Josh and Mr. Adeyemi to hear themselves now. Testing the mic.
Aburo, how are you?
We thank God, sir. Thank you, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Okay. Anyway, it's too early. Anyway, Mr. Adeyemi, who is my Egmon, is a fellow of FCA in Nigeria and also in the
US. Wow.
And you know that's the biggest resources you need in deep talent.
Yes, that's really a wonderful one. We are so glad to be here. But before we delve into, because each and every one of us, we are going to introduce ourselves one after the other. But before we delve into that, because I'm also trying to wait for some persons that are joining us. We have Jim Barak. Okay. Oh, you can imagine We have Jim Barak. Jim Barak is our very, very close friend in the United States. Jim Barak.
Can you guys hear me?
Very well, we can hear you.
Excellent. I think my camera froze. I think on my end. Oh wait, no, I can see now. You know what? I got it backwards. Hang on, I got to turn it around. Now you can see me, right?
Jeez.
Yeah. So I gotta turn my camera around. I don't know how to do this. But let me sit aside for a second and figure this out, and then we can get to more. Let me just sit off here and figure this out.
Okay, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I'll be telling you much about Jim Barak when we fully started, and you will meet him in person. He's such a great guy that we've done a whole lot in time past, and I'm sure he's going to see into some of the conversation we're going to have today. And I tell you, it's going to be a very, very interesting conversation. But let's move to the next person now, Peter Etanofor. Hello,
yes,
Peter.
Good evening. I can hear you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I hope I did not murder your name.
Yeah, you pronounced the Peter very well, but the surname is Etanofor.
Etanofor. Wow, that's great.
Yes, sir.
That's great.
Yes, sir.
It's nice meeting you, Peter. And tonight's
Same here,
conversation. Okay. Let me quickly help this lady, Grace Durojaye. I know you might be having difficulty. So what you just do, try to relog in and you'll be fine. You will enter in fine. The conversation this night is a very wonderful one. It's a positive one to the globe at heart. Wow! Can you just imagine that somebody is in the building and his name is Dr.
Ojo.
Wow, Dr. Ojo, don't tell me I'm just seeing you like this. Wow. Jim Barak, meet Dr. Ojo here in the building.
Jim Barak.
Hello, doctor.
Hi, Jim Barak. How you doing? It's been a while.
Oh man, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you again. Long time. Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's my granddaughter.
Wow.
Wow.
Beautiful. My goodness.
She's stepping in real quick. She wants to say hi. Can you say hi?
Yeah.
Oh, she's all shy now.
Yeah, that's the way they say hi.
That's a very beautiful girl there. What's her name?
Hinako.
Wow. Nice meeting with her. Now we have Nifemi joining us. I want to make sure that we have sizable number of us on the platform before we start, because tonight's conversation is such that is bringing hope and perfection of some areas that we've been having lapses before. Okay, Peter, I can see Peter well here now. Okay, Peter is nice having you. Etanofor. Wow, I pronounced it well here now. Okay, without wasting much time, we are all welcome to Deep Talent platform. This is a platform whereby we are not just talking about challenges happening across the globe. We're not just talking about challenges happening across the world, across the continent of Africa and beyond, but we are talking about seeing the challenges and preferring solutions to it. And you already know us that this is what we do. We don't just talk about this is not happening, that is not happening, but we are solution providers in our little corner there, and that's how we can get the world brighter. And today, we're discussing something very, very phenomenal. And who can tell me what we are discussing about? If you've gotten the banner, what's it called? If you've gotten the heads up from our banner, you already know what we are talking about. So tonight, all our attention is going to be paid. All our attention is going to be paid to this wonderful discourse, which is what? Global jobs for Africa's best talent. Tonight we are concentrating on Africa, but that is not to say that we are only going to be concentrating on Africa, because we have a lot of countries in the in the global south that are churning out best of minds in numerous fields, moving from finance to tech to all the likes of them that we're going to be going nitty-gritty in. But we are also not just going to be talking about the best of this 1% talent that the world has to offer. We are also going to be talking about how we can place them regardless of the geographical barrier that they might be having. So we are coming here globally to provide solutions to the world in removing the barriers that has been causing some limitations in what availability of talent to the global north. But before we go into this, we want to be meeting persons, each and every one of us. What we need from you is just take 1 minute to introduce yourself, what you do, what you like doing, and what you are doing, and how from there we just take it off. Let's start with let's start with David Adeyemi. Let's jump our hands.
Thank you very much. Like you see, my name is David Adeyemi. I'm a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. I'm presently based in UK. All along, I've been an auditor, and I'm still an auditor till today. So I started auditing in Nigeria, and getting back here in UK, that is still what I am doing, because I'm not separated from home. Where I have a partner in Nigeria that we started small, that the young shall grow. So we are running a firm of chartered accountants in Nigeria, and I'm still very much on ground, even though I'm in UK. I've also qualified as a chartered accountant here in UK, but we've not been really entrenched into UK job market. Yeah.
Wow. So we are giving you this round of applause all the way from Big Talent once again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, sir. Thank God that you have exposed yourself, sir, because I'll be having a lot of questions to give to you so that you can help us navigate the path of success in your area of endeavor. It's an honor having you on this platform. Somebody is thinking I'm going to mention him next. No, I'm not mentioning him next. We are going to Nifemi. Hello, Nifemi. Okay, I have Bring Q joining us as well. Bring Q, you are welcome on board. So Nifemi, can we meet you, please? Are you ready for us? Kindly unmute. Okay, if she's not there, then we go over to Dr. Ojo.
Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Very clear.
Okay, great. All right. Good evening to everybody. Good night, good afternoon, or wherever you are. Yeah, I remain my humble self, Ojo Job, and I'm happy to be here again. Missed this show, and yeah. So I'm a doctor of business administration. I'm a veteran. And I serve in the United States military. I'm a mentor. I mentor pretty much everybody, but I'm acidically passionate about the youth. So I engage in mentorship for student leadership in secondary school and other youth organization. All right, I mentor Central Youth, as well, and I'm a project manager. I do quite a lot of things, so I'll just leave it as that for now. So, but most importantly is I'm more focused on mentorship. So if anybody need that, or you have like maybe private school or secondary school, or you're a principal and you want your youth to be mentored on leadership, on skill that can help them now or tomorrow, you can reach out to myself or to my organization, Uplinks Ojo Global Services, which is registered in Nigeria as a limited liability company, also registered in the United States as an LSC. And so cover everywhere worldwide. Anytime you need any of those services, you can reach out to us. Thank you.
Wow. The upload. I don't know why my upload is not sounding here. Can you hear my upload?
Yeah, it's Sunday.
Okay. Thank you so very much. Dr. Ojo, I'll be exposing more about Dr. Ojo. He's feeling humble.
Yes.
He's doing humility that I don't
Military.
understand. This one military man.
The same thing is Mr. Adeyemi too.
They are always doing
Yeah.
humility
Just,
stuff.
they gave us more or less like a tip of an iceberg.
So now we go to the only African child that has white color skin, but his mind is in Africa. He has been supporting African youth for how many years now? Don't mind.
I would say a good 6.
Now, you might be seeing a white skin, but his real name is
Chukwuji Wambodo.
Chukwuji Wambodo of Africa. Now, over to Jim Barak.
Thank you, sir. And it's so lovely to see everybody here. It just gives passion to me to know that that your movement is still moving forward, and there's that spirit within that's always keeping us united. And the most important things are just not quitting, right? And that's why I found your foundation as finding the strength within to change, to make change, and you're just an example of it, and just so proud to be involved in any form. So thank you for having me.
Wow. Let's give you a round of applause.
Oh, thank you.
So now let's go to I will still tell you more about Jim. Jim is more than what we can explain here, but we'll try as much as explaining what he has been doing for us all the while. Okay, now over to Peter Etanofor.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Again, I don't know what went wrong with my network the other time, so I couldn't hear when everybody were doing others were doing their introduction. So for me, my name is Peter Etanofor. I work in a radio station, a broadcasting station, radio station 3 of the radio station in Lagos. That's Cool FM, Nigeria FM, Wazobia FM. Aside that, I also am a media advertiser. I help brands to promote their products, give them visibilities. That's what I do.
Wow.
That's great. You're welcome.
I don't know what is happening to this round of applause. It's an honor to have you, Peter, here. And I'm so glad that you mentioned something that has to do with radio station, blah, blah, blah. That means I might be giving you some questions relating to that aspect tonight, because I do consult for some radio station and the likes. Okay, it's an honor having you here, and I hope that we'll make it fun-filled. Okay, I think someone just joined us now, and his name is Emmanuel Osazua. Emmanuel, please, we need to see you. Now let's go back to Ibrahim. Okpayemi, you have the floor.
IB, that's IB. That's our IB.
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Ibrahim Okpayemi, and it's good meeting great people here today. It's good meeting great minds here tonight. I provide financial services. any type of financial services you can think of, asset financing, contract financing, local purchase order, anything that has to do with finance. Yes, I provide such services. And also, I'm a real estate consultant, and I've been in this business for quite some time now. And I think it has been really been a great journey for me so far. Thank you. That's it.
Wow. Let's give it to Ibrahim there. It's an honor to meet Ibrahim. Ibrahim is the one guy that will make you to speak English, even in cold water. Access back, anointed by the voice. Okay, now it's nice having Ibrahim on the show with us. And while Ibrahim was talking, somebody entered from Oba Tokpe. We'll come to him, but let's go over to Bring Q. Bring Q, how are you tonight? Can we meet you, please?
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, good evening. Can you step up with your voice? Your volume.
Hi. Can you hear me loud and clear now? Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Ibrahim Quadri Alamilipo. Bring you by name.
Wow.
I'm an engineer, fashion stylist. I call myself an art enthusiast. I do a lot of things in the art space.
Okay.
That will be all for now.
Oh, thank you so very much. Let me give you a round of applause. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I think the last person we will introduce this night before we go into the nitty-gritty of what we are discussing about, because it's pivotal, especially within the continent of Africa. We want Emmanuel to introduce himself before I bring in one very, very interesting person that is joining us on this live stream for the first time to talk. Emmanuel, over to you.
Okay, can everyone hear me?
Very clear.
Okay, good evening, everyone. It's nice to see everybody's beautiful faces. My name is Manuel Sazua. I currently work as the SDR of Big Talent. I work in sales, and it's a whole role. It's a whole agency I'm proud to be a part of. So I'm really glad to be here. I'm really glad to join this conversation. Glad to explore the whole topic, and I'm looking forward to it.
Wow. Let's give him some round of applause. Okay, now in Yoruba they say Egunla lo ń kẹ́yìn ìgbàlẹ̀. If you don't understand what I just said now, you have to look at the dictionary of Oxford from Ijebuland. I present to you Mr. Josh.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah, there's one proverb. They said, "Give the dog a name and hang it." When I have my big brother here, David Adeyemi, you are saying, "Yeah, my name is Josh Onifade." Yeah, I normally say I'm an ex-banker because I work in the bank for so many years until I recently ran to Setro. But anytime he want to introduce himself, we say he's a retired banker.
Right. A bean counter.
I'm an ex-banker turned entrepreneur. I'm currently in England, but we still run business in Nigeria. We have Cyrog Energy in Nigeria, and we also have Cyrog Infrastructure in the UK. So we both run. So I run Cyrog for now, and recently we had in a new addition. We call it a new baby, which is Deep Talent. So I founded Deep Talent, and that is what we are pushing now. Thank you very much, guys.
Oh, let's give him a round of applause. Okay, let's start with this. The discussion this night has just started.
Are you not going to introduce yourself, you guys?
Everybody already knows.
They don't need any introduction. They don't need it. They don't need it.
Okay, well, there are new guys here. We have Anyway, that's fine.
Okay.
That's good.
Just to follow
Thank you,
protocol,
Tim. Yeah.
this is Dio Cetro. If I introduce myself, you start laughing. This is Dio Cetro.
I know this is the best part. This is the best part.
Good day, everyone. This is Dio Cetro, the most handsome, yakable Africanicious, adrenaline pumping, a physical husband. And as usual, I have beside me my most scintillating, pepperoni, sugarlicious, hot baby girl.
Oh, what a call line.
So I have Joket Toluani Cetro here. She doesn't like talking too much. She just wants to place her hand and present herself as a lovable wife beside me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. Okay, you can see she's already doing it. But today we are coming with something that is very fascinating to the global audience, in the sense that, you know, when we started talking about Africa's challenges and all the likes, we always come with solutions to be preferred. And that is why tonight we are very, very happy. In short, you cannot quantify how joyful we are, because tonight we have the opportunity of bringing job opportunities to African youths, African intellectuals, Africans that are part of the 1% of the world, very smart, intelligent, and are ready to work with precise standards that the global world needs. And we are not just doing this in silos, we are also bringing businesses in the global north. Countries like United States of America, Canada, Australia, and Germany, and the rest of them. We are bringing these job opportunities from this global north, placing it into the hands of the best, the 1% best globally in the global south. So we are not just matchmaking, but we are coming with structures that will solidify the relationship between where the the contribution of these brilliant minds are coming from in the south, and where their efforts are going to be well appreciated and rewarded in the global north. And today, we have a lot to talk about, in the sense that numerous questions have been flooding the internet with respect to the choice of staffing when it comes to your investment, and how to get the right peg in the right hole. This is one of the greatest challenges that entrepreneurs are facing. But when you have the opportunity to now have proper placement, proper recruitment process that picks the best of the best and places it in your hands, you discover that the most important factors of production start producing the needed results. This is what we want to talk about tonight. But the question is Africa ready? Are the African youth ready? Are they prepared for the global workforce? That will be delved in tonight. So I don't know who wants to go in first, but I believe that there are some associations, there are some organizations that are best fitted to help in picking the right set of persons, presenting them to the world so that they can represent not just their family name, but the African populace at large. Based on the fact that we all know that a larger percentage of the world workforce globally, the youngest mind resides in the South, which majorly goes to what? The African continent. So if that be the case, the global north have the opportunity of having this best of mind from the global north, work for them, without necessarily incurring further expenditure, based on the fact that they can do this job remotely, better, smarter, and quicker. Now the question is, how do we go about filling this gap? We are delving into it today. So the first question is going to, I wanted to say Dr. David Adeyemi. Sir, CFA, in what ways have CFA been helping to reshape the minds of the African youth towards producing standard labor delivery across globe. You are muted, sir.
Okay. I didn't get the acronym you
The
mentioned.
CFA?
Okay.
The CFA.
FCA is
sorry, FCA.
yes.
FCA.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a designation of the highest level of Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. Is the designation. When you get qualified, you have an ACA holder, Associate Chartered Accountant. When you get to fulfill some requirement and in terms of years of qualification as a chartered accountant, and you have served in practice, you have years of practical experience, part of which must have been in audit firm, then you are qualified to ask to be granted the fellow. The FDR means fellow chartered accountant. So that's the designation for the people at the top level of Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria.
Is that like a vocational school, which I would say here in America, like you just learn a trade or a skill?
No, it's a professional certification.
Okay.
It's a professional certification without which you are not recognized within that within the field of accountancy. You are not given much recognition without that qualification.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you also want to be an auditor, without that certification, you cannot become a licensed auditor in Nigeria. Yeah.
Okay, so I think what he means to say is that statistics shows that by 2030, there will be 85 million work shortages in the global north, while Africa is going to be having 1.1 billion workforce. And these workforce are majorly about 60% of them are under 25 years, which is the active labor force. So he's trying to say that how as ICANN or all these professional institutions, have they been able to train the mind of these young professionals in Africa and the global south, let's say, to work, to have the world-class working ethics, to work remotely, to work anywhere, like they can keep to time, they know what it takes to work in a world-class organization, not just like we have here in Africa that they can't keep to all that is expected of them. So that's what he's trying to say.
Sorry, let me keep this one in. Hello, sir. For purpose of clarification to Jim, when he was asking about in the US, we call them CPA. Right?
Correct.
Yeah, that is a public accountant. But in Nigeria or in the UK, we call them
FCA.
We call them FCA or FCA in Nigeria. In UK, here we have multi-dimensional bodies. UK is not like Nigeria, where we have one recognized ICANN. Here we have up to about 4 of them. We have the ICAEW, which is more or less the most recognized in UK, which I passed about 4 months ago, we are awaiting admission now. And then we have the ACCA, we have the CIPSA. So we have them, and about 4 of them. One for public entity, they have their own. Then the one that you mentioned that I just become a member, that one cut across all sectors. The ACCA also cut across all sectors. But
yeah, Dr. Ojo used to talk about that. I remember him talking exactly about the same thing, about the transfer kind of aspect.
Yeah. So coming back to the question is actually meant for our president, the registrar. In our profession, we have the people who are making policies. We have the council members. We are the people making policies and driving the institute. But what I can say along that line as a member of the institute is the fact that, like you know, that the entire world is going AI now, and
Yeah, I'm so
in
glad
fact,
you brought that up.
yes. So, and you discover that no matter the number of physical workforce will continue to reduce because of organizations, those who can afford it, are investing in AI, and that alone has a reduction effect on the number of human involvement, human engagement. Well,
It
then
causes a bubble
you
in the stock market over here in America, and everybody's thinking that they can make a profit off it while they're taking up data centers all over America, and they're protesting against it.
Yeah. So what the institute is doing majorly nowadays, all our training, because there are mandatory trainings that you as a chartered accountant, at least you must have a minimum of 30 hours mandatory professional training by the institute in a year. And most of our training are channels towards this direction that the entire world is going now, so that we don't find ourselves redundant. And as a matter of fact, some of our colleagues have become IT professionals. They are consulting on AI now. If they don't tell you they are chartered accountants, you won't know. Some of us we thought,
Yeah.
where were we when all these people? When all these people diverted and kind of switch to a completely different profession like this. So if they didn't tell you they were once chartered accountants, you will know, because they are very, very much in the field of IT and AI stuff now. Beside that, we also have a kind of committee that are championing. I mean, is a committee for the youth, and that one alone is making wave and preparing and adjusting the minds of the youth to the challenge and the dynamics of the entire world workforce. So I can say that the institute, through that committee and through the programs and trainings that we are having now, are actually shaping the mind of the youth. And some of us, we feel like we should just have another time and and be exposed to what we hear them do, what we see them do nowadays, and what we hear from them. So that is how I can speak for the council members. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so very much for that clarification. That's fantastic. And just an addition, Jim, anytime you see anyone that belongs to that group work in any organization, they are not just any kind of accountant. They are accountant that knows their onions. They are accountant of repute. And that's why they've been making waves across the globe. Those are the set of people that when they travel to your country, regardless of how brilliant your country is, they will still survive well because they have certain level of work ethics that really propels them to it endears them to their organization. And that is where I'm bringing in a good news that I'm sharing with us here. There is this good news on what's it called? Deep Talent. Deep Talent platform is partnering with the Cetros.
That's awesome.
Deep Talent deeptalentplatform.com. Deep Talent is partnering with the Cetros to do what? To provide solutions to the what's it called? The intelligent minds. Not everybody now. Let us get this clear. Let us get this clear. They are only trying to get the best of the best in the global south, which includes Africa. So the best one person, if you have a youth that is among the top-notch, intelligent, dedicated, and is ready to work, is ready to better his or her lot, they should just go
Yeah.
to they should just go to that platform. Please, I emphasize it once again. 1% of the best in their field, ranging from finance, tech, what's it called, project management, and the likes of them. Please, they can just go through and apply on that platform. The good thing is that once they meet up the standard, they don't need to be shipped out of Africa. They don't need to be changing location. They don't need to be changing addresses. Right there in the comfort of their home, or right there in the comfort of the particular job that they are currently doing, meaning that they can still be working somewhere in Africa and be remotely working outside the continent of Africa. And when I mean youth here, there is no age restriction here. So far, you can still reason be professional at what you do. You can still do your job and deliver the task. To us, you are a youth. And that's where we are coming in from. But you must be the best of the best to be selected. So it's like you are having additional opportunity regardless of whether you are working. This goes to all of you guys that might be seeing this on our platform, whether you are working in one of these big shot organizations in Africa, banking sector, oil and gas, and the likes of them, but you are good at what you do. You need to go and register on this deep talent platform. By the time we go through the processes and you are able to scale through, I'm telling you, you'll be glad that you have done this. So if you have anybody that you know, please send this good news to them, because we are not just coming here to come and talk about Africa's challenges. We're already providing solution, and this solution is based on relationship. The person behind this dream, the person behind the brain behind this deep talent is that young man that is so humble when he was introducing himself. That's Joshua Onifade. I met. let me tell you a little bit about how I met with him. I started my banking career in FCMB before moving down to Equatorial Trust Bank. When I got to Equatorial Trust Bank, Joshua Onifade happens to be the PA to the MD. And I can tell you, actually, they were the one running that bank, and the bank was one of the highest paying bank then. If not the highest, but one of the highest paying bank there. I remember the first salary I got from that bank, I was confused. I had to enter into the toilet and I was calculating, what will I use this money to do? You understand? So the stuff is this. After several years, after we later moved to another bank, which is a Sterling Bank, after the merger, we discovered this, that we've been in good terms. Several years afterward, we are coming together, and when we met several years, it was based on the good relationship we had before, and they saw that, oh, we have access to some of these youths that are that are part of the 1% in the world in terms of brilliancy, exposure, and high level of education. That is why we are bringing this to floor here. So if you know anybody, any youth that qualifies, please send them this platform. That's one side. Then the other side is this. If you are running a business in the global north, this is another good news to you. The same platform that I shared, that we just shared now, which is what you are seeing on the screen, we have the client side there. The client side is for businesses I know by the time I'll give him opportunity to talk about this. It's for businesses that are in the global north that are looking for qualified hands to do the job and do it smartly and intelligently. They go in there, they fill in their details. The job of Deep Talent Platform is to now bring the best of the best and supply to this organization so that they can continue to produce results. Now, let's take a minute out to acknowledge those of our people that are joining us this night. Number one, we have Mr. George be getting ready to answer some questions. Let's give it up to Claudia, Madam Claudia.
Oh, there she is.
So this is Claudia from what's it called? Caribbean. I used to call her the Caribbean Madam, Caribbean Highland, and we have Sherry Sweeze. Sherry Sweeze is nice having you here. Yeah, jobs for African. Nobody else wanted. So we have jobs for Africans, and I tell you, more opportunities are coming in because as we are live streaming on several platforms now, and I believe that several persons are going to see this. Let's share it to our African best of the best of talent. Let us prove to this world that we have a lot to offer. Sherry Sui says, "Up Africa." Yeah, you can say that again. You can say that again. Then we have Madam Claudia. Okay, you're having issue logging in. Kindly send me the login link. Okay, I will do that, Madam Claudia. I will send you the login link. I will send you the login link afterward. Okay, I think now the question is to the pioneer of this vision. Josh, can you just take out time to explain to us what deep talent is all about and how you intend to improve the lot of the African brainy, the African brilliant chaps in the field of finance, which is your core area that you finished from in the banking sector? Let us just the tech, the project aspect of it, and the likes of them. Over to you, Josh.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for this opportunity. Once again, I'm Josh Onifade. Okay. The beautiful thing about Deep Talent platform is not just benefiting Africa or the guys in the global south. I live in England in the last 5-6 years, and I discovered that most businesses is either they shut down or they move out of England or to move to Dubai, where their tax system is better. So the beautiful thing is that, and the major reason why some of these businesses they have issues or they have challenges is because of cost of labor and that of taxation. And that was what brought about Deep Talent from this end. Now, for instance, here in the UK, an average business analyst is paid £8,000, 7,000, £8,000 on a monthly basis. Meanwhile, in Africa or global south, maybe we should start by defining what we understand by global south or global north. Global south, in those days they would call them developing economy or emerging economy. You're talking about Nigeria, South Africa, Philippines, Indians, and all that. Meanwhile, global north, these are Western nations, the so-called developed, where we have Dr. Ojo and the like of Jim. And so what we are trying to do at a Deep Talent platform is actually to bridge a gap. We call it arbitrage. In the global south, we have highly credentialed top professionals that are underpaid. Some of them are underpaid, some of them are underemployment. Because the focus is not just on employed, right? The focus is not just on employed. Even those that are employed, but they are not earning the best, right? So the idea is, okay, in the global south, we have professionals that are not being remunerated. They are not being paid excellently, or they do not even have jobs. Meanwhile, in the global north here, yes, the jobs are there, right? But the cost of labor is so high. right? So what we are now trying to do is to bring those professionals in the global south, for instance, Nigeria, South Africa, to connect them to businesses in the Western world, right? So the benefit is the businesses in the global north will pay less. Instead of you say you are paying £8,000 to a business analyst or a project manager, you can pay like 4,000, which is 50% to a professional in the global south who will gladly accept it. And I can beat my chest, guys in the US. You know how guys, Nigerian professionals in the US, in the area of medicine, in the area of accountancy, in the area of banking, you can see how they are doing pretty well. All they just need is a bit of exposure. So in the nutshell, we bring professionals in the global south, we link them to businesses in the global north. We just started barely a month ago. We just launched, and businesses over here cannot wait. Because when we tell them that, okay, instead of you paying so much, you can pay half. And the beautiful thing is that one of our approaches is that, okay, as a professional, we can, when we do the vetting, proper vetting, to be sure that you are very good, right? Because one of the best things that can happen to deep talent is to have the best hand to place them in businesses in the global north. So what we are trying to say is that, okay, the first 14 days you can even work and to test to be sure that the businesses will be happy. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say?
Very well.
So that
the best of the best, right?
We are bringing employment opportunity to our professionals in the global south. Meanwhile, in the Western world, we are reducing cost of labor significantly. That will have a positive effect on their bottom line. So that's just the basic. That's just in summary what deep talent is all about. Maybe by the time we go further, we'll break it down for better understanding and how we can make it. Because I see deep talent as it's going to be one of the unicorn from Nigeria. So I will need everybody's support, because it's just like a beautiful woman who is in the dark. How do you want to know you are beautiful? So that's what we want you guys now, in terms of referral, in terms of partnering. Maybe it depends your companies, or you refer us to company that you are sure that they'll be willing to work with us. We can recruit for them. We can provide professional for them at a cheaper rate. So we want partners all over the world. We want referrals from different parts of the world, so that we can be very effective and efficient. Like I said, deep talent, we need to create visibility. Because currently we are working on what we call talent pipelines, where we assemble the best of the best. And as God will have it, one of us is here, Adeyemi, because I'm coming from banking background, right? Finance background. So the focus is actually professional in finance, then followed by tech, right? Because the best is more or less like taking your best foot forward. Hello, guys.
I'm listening.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I
can
want
hear
to
you.
believe you guys are.
Can I ask you a question, Josh?
Okay.
You know how like the effect of bottlenecking technology kind of what you're talking about is getting efficient with the training of the people, right? Do you find yourself like looking at finances and everything and say that America is looking at a market right now, and that's why deep state is so deep talent? Excuse me, that was a Freudian slip. Is that why you see such potential?
Okay, quickly. Let me even tell you the origin of deep talent so that will solve the problem. I happened to be in Florida for like 3 months in 2024. I think between September and December, right? I was in Orlando. So, and my host, I saw the lady was working almost 16 hours in a day, right? And I said, okay, why don't you employ more people so that you don't overwork? So he now explained to me the cost of hiring and all that. I now suggested that, okay, I now saw what she was doing. I said, I can get you 1 or 2 people from Nigeria who will do this job for you. And with barely maybe 30% of, maybe half of what you pay your staff. He said, are you serious? Lo and behold, within a month, I was able to employ someone from Nigeria. That was how
right.
it started.
And because of the way taxes work in America, if you're an American citizen, you have to provide them health insurance and all this other stuff. Is that true with somebody coming over from Nigeria?
Not exactly. Not exactly. It depends on the degree of the business. For instance, yes, it depends, because it depends on the jurisdiction. You are in Nigeria working for a business owner in the US. So the law of where you are, where you reside will prevail, right? But it cannot get to a point whereby, okay, you cannot get to a point whereby they need to integrate you into the system, right? They can now say, okay, as far as you are still operating from that jurisdiction, like in Nigeria, it does not apply in the US. That is to my own understanding.
Okay.
So
I would love to hear Dr. Ojo. Yeah, I'd love to hear Dr. Ojo speak on that.
Yeah. So I want to also speak in line with what Jim Barak just actually asked about now, because my question would be, how do you deep talent, how do you guys look at it or address issue of talent abuse and privacy concern? Because once you come to employment of labor, right, you're hiring from the south to bridge the gap between the north, right, where they have the jobs and the infrastructure and all those exposure and everything, which is very great. I love that idea, right? It's kind of similar to what I'm actually doing now with the mentorship initiative, bridging that gap, right? There's that huge gap of access, right, of opportunity, right, that they are lacking from the south, right, from Africa and other part of the south. So you guys are doing a great job on that side. But now we also have to look at the issue of talent abuse, right? Because we don't want to also now say, okay, we're looking for best of the best, right? And then we hire them. They should be, for example, being paid like maybe $8,000, and if they are hired in the US, of course. But now we are paying them so amount. How have you guys look at talent abuse and see how that can be considered from because why I'm saying this is because we don't want a situation whereby eventually somebody now rise up like, okay, yeah, I know I took that offer at that time, but now I know better and I'm asking for, when that age everybody's asking for, I was repatriation and all of those that is going on, the kind of war that is going on around the world now, right? So I think that needs to do. So I from the business administration perspective, right? When I hear about business or I hear about any investment or any good stuff, right? I don't really look at the benefits. I look at the downside, the risk, the level of the risk, and see if I can leverage it, right? Or if it's minimal, or how it can be leveraged before I start thinking about investing in it, or before I start thinking about going with it, right? So that's why I'm asking this question: talent abuse, privacy, for those people that you are going to be hiring.
Okay. Doctor, quick response. Like as we are starting out, what we are doing more is partnership. And we have a company that we're already talking to here in the UK who will be anchoring our compliance. It is under compliance, what we are talking about fall under, right? That will make sure that the right of the employee and that of employer are well preserved, are well taken care of. There is no issue of privacy. There is no issue of breach of privacy. There will not be any issue of abuse. Do you understand? There are bodies, there are professional bodies. That's what they do. We partner with them. They take care of that.
Yeah.
I will feed them.
Okay, let me quickly jump in on this. Precisely, I've been in HR. I've been an HR consultant for the past over a decade. I was in HR when I met with Josh.
Yes, yeah.
Let me quickly state this, that one of the conditions that you look at when you are designing the salary package is location. Location is primary. You can have two employees in the same organization, the same grade level, and they are getting different pay, differential pay, in the sense that one is in town, the other is in remote place, and as such, in the same country, they are getting different. They are having salary differentials. Now, one of the reasons why people that are in the global north are demanding for more, or they are compensated for more, is based on the fact that accommodation, for example, the 1 month accommodation pay in the UK is equivalent to a 1 year accommodation pay here in Africa. So that alone has already reduced the stress level.
Yeah, bridge the gap.
You understand the stuff now? So that thin line has reduced the additional cost that the employer in the global south should bear. So that gives that leverage. You can imagine your 1 month accommodation is my 1 year accommodation.
More than 1 year, sir.
I'm just trying to even be this thing. Then you talk of transportation. Your transportation, if you are to commute over there,
cost of living generally.
You understand? So at the end of the day, you discover that regardless of the discrepancy in the salary, the employee talent in Africa will be better off than talent over there. And even if you now ask the talent in Africa to relocate, any sensible one will tell you, I don't want to relocate. Because by the time they relocate, the standard of living is lost in the cloud. So that answers that question. Thank you.
So to buttress that point, right? And I'm just trying to paint a picture and just allow us to look at the risk that I'm looking at, right? And risk can be both positive and negative, right? Depending on how you're looking at it, right? So that privacy that I mentioned is not only about the it's more than just the personal identifiable information of the employee and the organization, right? I'm also looking at the aspect of intellectual property, which we know. For me, I have a virtual assistant that helped me, right? That support me, and the virtual assistant is in Nigeria, right? That is helping me with my mentorship program, right? So now I realize that intellectual property is very, 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 very critical, and it's very, very important, right? Because while you are looking at breaching that gap, you are looking at providing that access and that opportunity for those best of the best talent from that south. You also have to be looking at the organization you are bringing them into, how they are going to take that and how their intellectual property is going to be protected.
Very correct.
Right. So
that's
I think
what you were talking about, right?
I think that's a major challenge that has that has affected the South for a long time. That aspect of trust, right? And we're in the age of internet and exposure, information fly left and right now, right? So imagine myself as a doctor of business administration having a plan to launch a mentorship initiative for like maybe 10 years, and I eventually launch it now, right? And I hire somebody from Nigeria, and within the space of 2 or 3 meetings, they got the trade secret, right? Let's use that term, trade secret of how I've orchestrated, went to school, get training, get license, get certification, build trust, build network, to launch the product and the program, and they got it just within meeting 2 or 3 times, and I'm paying them good based on where they are. But guess what? They have the trade secrets. And after 1 year, they just went to go and duplicate the same thing. And they told me they don't need me anymore. So
What?
that's it. I'm just saying, for example, right? That hasn't happened. That's a scenario. So that's a huge loss to me, right? That's a huge loss, right? Because now I have a competitor doing the same thing, right? So we have to look at that aspect of privacy. We have to look at that aspect of intellectual property on the side of the employer, on the side of deep talent, and the trust on the side of the best of the best, the talent we are looking at, right? So that's just a food for thought for deep talent, right? I believe you guys
that's so
have your
important.
compliancy and something that you are working on, all of those, right? And yeah.
Dr. Ojo, thank you very much. This is this is very profound, honestly.
I think sorry, excuse me. I think Dr. Ojo has actually said something really, really beautiful here. And for like he said, as a business person, you should look at some risk part and also both positive and negative part of the risk part. Now, Mr. Joshua already also said something about having a compliance team that will handle this. So I just think it is right for any compliance team that will be handling the cases of talents or the welfare of talents. There's something they call the NDA, non-disclosure agreement form. It is compulsory. It should be compulsory actually, because I don't know how those compliance will work, but it is just right. They have something of that nature for every talent, because that will actually help to that will bring about closure to that part of risks that Dr. Ojo did mention or talked about. Thank you.
Thank you, Ibrahim. I needed to add what you have just said. So the side of that compliance, the large extent will take care of that. But I actually want to state this. Part of our strategy is actually to buy trust and credibility, because that's the biggest asset that we need in deep talent.
Yeah.
Just a moment, please.
When I've had conversations with Deo and his lovely Pepperlicious everything, they always said they wanted that diamond in the rough, and they had this girl that would make these beautiful purses on there, and they did everything they could to volunteer their services, and it turns out that this is the like that it was like they several times documented and brought people on the show and showed the extreme raw talent, and I think that compliance issue thing is very interesting because of the jurisdiction, but I don't know much about this, but I don't mean to interrupt, but I don't know, understand why the taxes are doesn't America tax you guys if you had somebody over here or not? I just don't get that part.
Yeah, so that's another thing to look at, right? So I know that if you're an American, it doesn't matter where you are on the surface of the planet, you are paying taxes or you are filing taxes if you are not making profit, or you are filing taxes to show what you are doing. If you are doing nothing, or if you are not doing anything, you are filing taxes. For this case of deep talent, I don't know where the headquarter is going to be, if it's going to be in the United Kingdom or in the United States. I know for sure if it's in the United States and it's registered in the United States, they definitely will be filing taxes. And when you are talking about taxes, you're going to be declaring pretty much everything. If you have worker, if wherever they are. So that's where those of you, I'm glad those of you guys that are starting this in the finance field. So, and I'm pretty sure based on the chartered accounting experience and financial experience that you have, you probably will be able to easily network with CPAs in the United States. Those are the ones that are experts in public accounting and taxation in the United States, so they can clear that aspect more. Now, what I don't now understand, I don't now know how it will happen is that, say, for example, now I'm a talent, right? I'm into project management, which for sure I am into project management. I apply to Deep Talent and I get a job. Will they take care of my tax need, because I have to file tax when it gets to tax season? I'm an American. So if I work for Deep Talents, will they meet that tax obligation to provide me all the necessary documentation and all those stuff that for me to submit to the IRS? Say, okay, I work for Deep Talent. This is what I got.
To make up for the loss,
am I going to be? Is Deep Talent going to be responsible for everything about me and that taxation and payment and everything, or are they going to just connect me to the actual organization? The actual company. You see what I'm saying? Those are the things I'm looking at.
So I'm going to answer this question direct. This is how it works, and that to my understanding. Deep Talent, we've not registered Deep Talent US, we register in the UK here. It's a different company, we register in Florida. But this is how it works. So far, my company is registered in the US, and I pay my tax in the United States. My employee, the employee that I connected, will pay his or her own in his jurisdiction. Do you understand? You are in Ghana, for instance. You are linked to a business in the US. You live in Ghana, Accra, but Deep Talent is registered in the United States, right? As a business, I will do my filing. I know we have an auditor who is going to do more of justice. We have auditor on this platform right away who is going to speak more. But my understanding is that the employee that I connected to a business in the US will pay his or her own tax in Ghana. Deep Talent that registered in the US will also pay to the government of United States where I register. So also the business itself that employed the talent will also pay their own tax in the US. That is one. Then the issue of what you mentioned earlier on about issue of trust and credibility, that, okay, you are in the US, you got someone from South Africa, immediately is onboarded, you will have access to all your data, right? So how do we handle that? And that is even where the likes of Mr. Adeyemi, who is a chartered accountant, and who also work with KPMG and Deloitte. We want to partner with KPMG. We call them the Big Four. Anywhere in the world, once you are able to partner with them, businesses all over the world, they are very comfortable. The Big Four are Ernst Young, right? We have
Ernst Young.
We have KPMG, we have Deloitte, and we have PwC, right? Hello?
Yes,
we can hear you, sir.
Yes, once you have more or less like partnership with those ones, and they back you up, that credibility and trust will be transferred. That is to my own understanding. Thank you.
Okay, so is the Deep Forest going to be the one responsible for this employee completely, or are they going to recruit them and hand them over to the organization itself? What about that aspect?
Okay, what we do, we hand them over to that organization, but there is a bond, there's an agreement, right, between deep talent and the employee and deep talent and the employer.
Okay.
Yes, not
Okay.
that we add them over completely. We can say, okay, for the next 1 year, because it's from what the talent is being paid that we will get paid, right? Are you getting it? And most
Yeah,
you
yeah.
cannot after a year or two, the employer might say, oh, we like this person, please, we will like to have him completely. Then you cannot say, okay, if that is the case, pay us 6 months ahead or 1 year. That's it. Do you understand the arrangement now?
Yes. Okay. The next question is, are you only focusing on the global south only, those from Africa and the rest of the south, or are you focusing on those best of the best from across the globe, but they must be people from the south? Because we have people from the south that are in the United States. Some of them are students, some of them are jobless, a lot of them are in Africa.
I think we need to have you on our board because you.
let me come in on this. Number one, let's welcome Madam Claudia.
Hey, there she is.
Welcome. Yep.
Welcome, Madam Claudia.
Welcome.
Oh, it's so nice seeing you today.
Yes. It's nice seeing everybody. I'm a bit cold. I'm sick.
Oh, so sorry.
Yes. Yeah, I'm up here in Maryland.
Oh, you're in Maryland.
Wow. Yeah, I was coming out of DC when I got stuck in the traffic, so I'm here now.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome on board, Madam Claudia.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Madam Claudia has a say. You say, one full a basket.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know, she's my favorite fan, even though I mean, I got a text from her. She said, oh, hey, you know, they're going live. And I was like, oh man, Madam Claudia, I was like so happy to hear that text. So thank you again for you're the general, you know, you keep it in charge. You got it all in line.
Yes. Yes, dear moderator. I want to say one thing we must all remember, that I never forget George Bush Jr. said, Africa is the place for investment and development into the 21st century.
Wow. And what did I say? And it's the piggy bank.
He said that before he left office. Yes. And we can see that is happening now.
And do you know what I say? Do you know what I say currently? My philosophy that I'm spreading now?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that Africa represents the future of humanity.
Correct. You're absolutely correct, Doctor.
There's a reason for that.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah.
So
I would like to ask your moderator pertaining to the doing business in Africa and doing the foreign exchange. I would like for him to elaborate 1 minute.
Is that for Josh?
Yes. I can step in.
Yes.
Yeah. I've heard over the years that the best time to live in this world is now. And I will narrow it down to Africa. Yes, I was listening to a program this morning. Some guys in the diaspora, they were saying, okay, how do you manage your portfolio? What I want to tell you now, especially some country like Nigeria, Ghana, Egypt, South Africa, they prefer to have, like for instance in Naira, to hold Naira down, hold the USD dollar. Do you understand now?
Yes.
Okay, so investment in some countries in Africa guarantee the higher return when you compare them with the likes of US, even the UK. For instance, the GDP, the growth rate GDP in Nigeria is about 4%, according to World Bank, Dr. Ojo. Meanwhile, here in the UK, GDP growth rate is around 1.2%. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, it's about 3.4 to 4%. So what I'm trying to say now is it is better to have more of your portfolio from this part of the world, especially if you are more or less like a dual citizen, or maybe you operate within the two continents, within the two worlds. So Africa is not just the future of investment. Technically,
Yeah, but on the exchange rate, she was asking, is the US dollar crashing?
Yeah, good question, Jim. Good question.
It's no longer, yes, that was in the 2023, 2024. But from 2025 to date, our currency, which is Naira, has gained far more than that of the US. This can be confirmed.
Yeah.
It's no longer crashing. Our currency is stronger. So maybe I should let you understand this.
Yeah.
Maybe I should let you understand this. When you look at the last 12 months, I understand this dynamic very well. When you look at the last 12 months, you compare the appreciation or depreciation of the currency. Naira has been growing faster than that of USD.
Go ahead.
This can be confirmed. However, it depends on the degree of your portfolio. You can balance what you owe. Maybe let's say you have $1 million and you operate in between US and Nigeria. You could say like 50%. But what I just want to tell you, yes, in the past our currency was falling and all that due to so many things and all that.
Do you think this is purposely done by the globalists?
Okay, let me
Africa.
let me step in. Let me step in on this. One of the strengths behind the Nigerian naira, would have fallen below what is presently happening.
Yes.
But one of the best things that has ever happened to Nigeria is the Dangote refinery. Nigeria, for the first time, we are refining our crude oil within the borders of Nigeria. And that is why the war happening in Iran, US and Israeli war, is not affecting Nigeria the way it should have affected us. If that war had happened, if this war had come up 3 years ago when we were importing all our fuel from outside Nigeria, I tell you by now, fuel should have been selling for like 8,000 or 7,000 naira per liter. But guess what? We are still getting our fuel for about 1,002, 1,003, 1,004.
All right. So that brings to mind where I specialize in, right? Leadership, visionary leadership, right? So just one person is changing the game for that country over there, right? Without that one person that is a visionary leader and who take action, right? It could have been really, really bad, right? I mean, isn't that one of the things you guys are supposed to give credit to the Mr. President and the people around him and the people that have helped make this that person successful this time? Because it wasn't happening before, but that's a topic for another day, right? But now, where I'm going is this.
Just make sure that this statement, you only say it when you're outside this country.
I can say it anywhere. See, I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran. I do the right thing even when nobody's watching. I can say it anywhere, you know, because I speak truth to power.
Okay.
I speak truth to power, and I'm not biased. I'm not saying is getting it right all around, but I'm just saying if somebody do one thing good, we should give them credit, even though they do 3 things bad. We should still give them credit for that one thing that they do good, right? And give them, you know, and strike them for other things that they don't do good. So anyway, that's not where I'm going. So where I'm going is this, right? So the the topic we are talking about, the topic we just talked about now about the appreciation and depreciation, currency and everything, right? So for many years, right, there's no doubt that opportunity exists in Africa. There's no doubt about that. The global West do not doubt that. They never doubt that. They are not doubting that there are talent in Africa or in the South. They are not doubting that. If not, why would they go carry all the people they carry and use it to go and develop their own country? So they know the talent is there, right? But the thing is that that aspect of trust, that aspect of privacy, that aspect of confidentiality and compliance, there's a huge gap there that need to be breached.
Very
All right,
correct.
which is the reason why I'm happy with what Deep Talent is doing, and that's why I said it's kind of aligned with what Uplink Sojo mentorship initiative is doing as well, because we saw that gap, we're trying to bridge it. All right, so now when you look at the naira rising and dollar not rising as much as naira within this period, that's from you guys analysis. I need to check that. My own concern is that how dependable is that rising? How dependable and how sustainable is that? Would the whole world know that no matter what dollar is facing right now, dollar is still very strong. It's still very valuable. It's still very strong and still very valuable, right? It's not going to crash overnight. The value is not going to disappear overnight. Even the Great Britain, the pound sterling, even though they are out of world leadership for a long time, they are not the superpower. I mean, they are the superpower, but they are not in the
Pax
forefront.
Americana, like after World War II?
Yeah, after World War II, right? I mean, they lost it. They lost their currency lost value and everything, but it's still very strong even up to tomorrow. You cannot just joke with pound sterling. It has a lot of weight because those currency they are not there are systems that are backing them up. But now my concern is that with naira, I have not seen the system backing it up. I mean, you mentioned a Dangote refinery. I don't know if it's backing naira up or if it's just a one person business that is just strong and helping enhance the economy. You see what I'm saying? I don't see what is backing naira up to make it dependable over a long period of time,
Dr. Ojo.
like dollars.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ojo.
So what I will now say in essence is that to summarize that is that from an investment standpoint, from business administration standpoint, I think it's okay to recommend that people have a diversified portfolio. You can invest in Nigeria, you can have their naira in your portfolio, but don't joke with dollar as well. Even don't joke with Chinese yuan, one, I mean, what they call it as well. You know, you have to diversify.
Very correct.
Because I cannot put all my egg in one basket with naira. I don't know how dependable and for how long.
Diversification is very important. It's very important. I discovered we are gradually towards development economy. And okay, Mr. Adeyemi, you want to say something?
Yes, but I would have asked you to land because I'm not going to talk about the investment. I want to bring us back to where we were before the issue of.
Okay, we can discuss. Yeah, I think. Okay, maybe because of time, but honestly, we're not just managing deep talent. We are not just marketing deep talent. We are also marketing African strength and opportunity and our country. And I'm so happy that Dr. Ojo is following up with the trend. As at 4 days ago, Nigeria, our rating now is BB plus as a nation, right? And it's being rated by World Bank, so it's just a global platform that is rating it, not just within Africa. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm not going to waste time here, but it's also good we project what is going on in Africa. Right, that is what I just say.
Well, you can never forget. Yeah, I mean, why would anybody want to forget what's going on in Africa? I mean,
And
that's
cannot. It's not
actually,
even
yeah.
possible.
is the world
It-
is the
Okay.
is the world best kept secret. That was how Dangote put it on CNN some years back, and the founder of Zenith also said it on CNN. The world
Yep.
best kept secret is Africa.
It's
Okay.
true. I mean, if you look at the history, just included, I mean, you don't have to go back too far to find out that technology and ancient civilizations somewhat mesh.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me
Can
step
I
in.
chip in some things to what, in addition to what has been said along that line? I think
Yes,
it's important that we have the interest of Nigeria at heart, because when we are following up on what is going on in Nigeria, we know that Nigeria is not about the Nigeria of yesterday. Some people are only interested in bad news. In fact, they want to hear bad news concerning Nigeria, and they don't project what is good that is going on. But there are some incontrovertible things. There are facts. You can spread rumors, but those who have the facts will lay the facts on the table. And one of the facts that is what Joshua just said now. All the rating agencies in the world, Fitch rating, and every rating agencies have moved Nigeria to BB plus. So
To what? To what?
They have
that. Say that again.
They have rated us as BB plus.
What I did not understand that. Can you, Dale? Can you repeat that for me?
Our financial rating, let me put it as our financial rating has improved considerably.
Oh, okay.
And the whole world knows that our financial rating has improved considerably.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I see what you're saying. I'm sorry.
So they need to start building system around it and building sustainability around it. That's my own focus.
And that's partly the function of the
number two. The whole world also knew that Nigeria economy is now stable. Everybody has said so. IMF, Okonjo-Iweala has come, and when they had it, the reality is that anytime they hear good things, they hear people say about good things, they say they are bribed. The government has bribed them. The government bribe IMF, and government bribe Fitch rating, and government bribe IFC. So anybody who says good thing about Nigeria, when those people say bad thing about Nigeria, they head to it. When they change their position now, because the situation has changed as a result of some drastic policies that government backed on that improved the economy and brought stability, they don't want to hear it because they were looking for political points that they were used to campaign against. Just like Dr. Ojo say, if you have something that, even if your enemy does something that is good, I don't think there's anything wrong in appreciating the good thing that the enemy has done, even if you don't like the person.
Yeah, give credit to who credit is due. Yeah, I suppose giving credit to who credit is due. So if there are government policy that are helping, they should promote that and let it be known that government is doing this and doing this that are good and it's helping the economy. And the economy itself should be built. There should be a system behind it so that it doesn't fall tomorrow. That's sustainability.
Let me ask you.
For a long time. That's my own concern. It's not about getting BB plus now. What happened in the next 10 years? What happened in the next 50 years?
Sustainability.
That's true.
Yes.
They should be able to sustain it.
Let me step in here. Let me step in.
I'm building sustainability. Everybody know we are praying for sustainability. I just want us to know that things have changed, and I'm sure you know. Bayo has come with his team. Bayo Gonlesi, you people are there. You are in America. Everybody knew that with the tax policy, with the subsidy removal, with the whole thing has changed. Bayo came with his team, and they said, why did he come to Nigeria? He said because they can observe that things have changed, and they are speaking with the president, and they are also ready to invest in Nigeria. So I think I said that because that is you all know Bayo very well.
Yeah,
you know that.
Yeah, I see. In the United Kingdom, yeah.
Okay,
So now,
Please stand that up.
one thing that I want to
Brendan,
chip in before I keep my mouth shut. Yeah, thank you for inviting me to join the board. I don't mind if you guys want. That's fine. I can do that. What I'm also going to put forward is that the mentorship program that I am running, that Uplinks Ojo is running, is also very impactful, and maybe it could benefit the beneficiaries of this deep talent platform, because I think that proper mentorship can help uh, increase that trust level and that compliance and that leadership development in those
And
beneficiaries of
you
deep talent.
and
So
you're saying this is
if you
the gentleman
if
right there next to you on the screen, is he's in your mentor program?
I don't know. I'm just talking about the mentorship program, and that if they think or if they want, that maybe some of the beneficiary at some point can go through the program as well. I think it's going to also benefit the deep talent and also
Oh,
benefit
okay.
the candidate as well.
Dr. John.
Because that's part of what we look at to build that leadership, that trust, that build that integrity in those youths, in those best of the best, so that anywhere they go, we can beat our chest that yeah, they're going to do well because they've gone through certain kind of mentorship and training and have certain kind of experience. They've been tested, they've been tried, and then we can hand over and say, okay, go work in Ernst and Young or Deloitte or Shell, and we don't have no trouble that you're not going to steal their money or run away with their data and all of those, right? That's very important. So
You agree
yes.
with that, right? Having collaboration with the big four, as in to build trust and credibility, will solve that. Will address the issue of yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's part of that's mentorship,
That's
because they have integrity at stake. I'm a veteran, right? I'm not going to recommend somebody that that is going to
Right,
drag me in the mud,
yep.
right? I'm going to do my due diligence before
And
I
I have
hand
a
over
good
somebody
feeling on
to
Dr.
take from,
Ojo.
right?
I really do have a good feeling on him. So
let me
I've always
explain.
looked up to Dr. Ojo. Hey, can
Okay,
Madam wait
explain.
a second for a second. Please, thank you, sir. Madam Claudia wants to raise an issue. I'm so sorry, but can we just
okay,
hear
go
something
ahead,
from her?
talk. I'm good. I'm good. I
Did
was
you
just
want to say something?
yes, but it's leave my mind on my thoughts.
No, just say it. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I want
was
to hear what you.
asking the Mr. Setchel what year did Nigeria got independent? I'm
1960.
1960.
1960.
and 1960.
Yes.
I wasn't even born then. Okay, wasn't the currency equal to the pound and the US dollar at that time?
Mm-hmm.
The Nigerian naira was higher than the pound as at that point.
Ah, you see what's happening now? And when they got independent, what happened? Ah,
They changed the batting.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Globalist. Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's something that I
So
understand.
I know one day Nigeria will come back. It will be equal to the pound and it will be equal to the US dollar.
So that's what
I
we are talking
pray
about,
one day
mentorship.
that's going to happen and it even be higher, more
So that's what we are
valuable.
talking about,
Kick the
mentorship,
US dollar
because
out.
at some point down the line, some people failed. That is why that degradation, that downward slope happened. At some point, some people failed. There was gap in leadership at some point, and that's why mentorship is very, very key. As far as much as certification is important. Somebody can be certified as a chartered accountant, but go still with the knowledge. It's just like somebody empowered as a military person, but use the weapon to go and rob banks and everything, right? That's what's happening in the world now.
Dr. Ojo,
Because people are properly mentored.
Dr. Ojo, you don't need to go too far. This Dangote we are talking about did not go to the university. He was mentored by his father-in-law. He was mentored
You see
by
what I'm saying?
and today is changing the landscape of the entire Africa. It's not about
You see what I'm saying?
not about I have
So mentorship is even much better. It's much valued than some of the certification.
Hello, let's have one voice so that we coordinate this.
Okay,
We coordinate this meeting very well so that we can hear ourselves. We are not talking over each other. Now, I want Mr. David Adeyemi to come in, but before he steps in, I'm going to initiate a meeting between Josh and Dr. Ojo. My invite to Dr. Ojo on this platform today was actually strategic. I've mentioned Dr. Ojo to Josh before this meeting, so I want both of you. We'll work out the meeting between both of you because I know that you have something like mine to rub in.
I think it's something you can handle, Dio. You are deep talent. Don't separate it. You are deep talent, not just
So all that meeting will be held this week. I can promise you on that. But for the purpose of clarity and for us to stick to the discussion of tonight, because we are still going to have several discussions in numerous angles, I wanted I'm giving Dr. David Adeyemi. Hello, sir. Over to you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. I just want to build on what Dr. Ujo said, because the moment Joshua finished his brief, my mind went straight to Dr. Ujo on certain areas which I knew will be beneficial that he gets involved. And before I could say Jack, he came on board and talked to certain crucial areas. And I was saying, okay, I wasn't disappointed. I think I was, my instincts served me right. Now, I just want us to know that when it comes to business of this nature, you need many professionals, and the work of HR. Let me first of all say that for every question that is asked now, you may not have. I'm talking to deep talent now. You may not have all the structure in place. You might not have everything. You might not have dotted the I's and crossed the T's. Just note down what areas that still needs to be tidied up from whatever discussion, from whatever questions that is asked. When it comes to hiring people from, not because I'm a practitioner now, but for what I see done, those who stay in remote places and hired across countries, they are very well knowledgeable in the HR practices of each of the countries where they hire. And you have to understand the dynamics that will make things work. If the money does not come through you, when it comes to tax issue now, for example, you hire for a company that is in UK and you hire somebody that is in Nigeria, is a salary. How are you paying his salary? Direct to him or is paid to you? Then do you understand the tax, the obligations here in UK? So you need an HR person. This is not a finance function. You now need an HR person that understands the requirement of hiring for a company in UK. What is their tax obligation? If the company is registered here is operating here in UK, they will render returns. They will submit account. In the account, he has staff costs there. Then those staff costs, then they will have to account for how their taxes are paid. You should understand us. If you expect somebody who collects money from you here to go and pay tax to Nigerians, who is he going to pay it to? Except he needs something from Nigeria tax people. They will not want to do that. So you must understand the tax requirement of UK. If you hire somebody in South Africa, you must understand South African laws. So that's how those people operate. But from what I see, I worked for a year here, like I just knew. I worked for a year here, and I saw that this was some organizations do. They are the one that is hiring, and then they are the one that will render the tax return for those people, and then it is the net that goes to the staff. So we must understand this. If we still need to do more consultation, need to make more contact, we need to do more research along those areas. So let's note it down as area to tidy up. At this level, we do not expect 100% perfection. So it is still very, very, very much work in progress. We just now need to know, okay, we need to tidy up this area. So that is very, very important. Recruiting across nations presupposes that we will understand the laws and the HR practices of those nations and the dynamics. How are we getting our own pay? Because most of the time the money goes to the agent takes his own and then forward this and I'm sure you know that the way some agents also operate here in UK, the person you work for is different, but the person who pays you is different because the money goes to him, he takes his percentage and he renders his return to the tax people, and then they send us the net. We also understand that. We didn't know how it is done, but we knew that it is the agent that pays us. So all those things, we need to know the nitty-gritty of each of the nation where recruitment is needed, and I trust that we will mind all those things. And like we all have rightly said, Dr. Joe is a well of experience that you also need to tap into. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me chip in 2 minutes. I won't take your time. Deep Talent is going all over the world, Canada, US, Australia, and all that, and we'll have representatives. So it's a platform that will bring in a whole lot of professionals. So with that issue of I forwarded something to you, Mr. Adeyemi, and I also forwarded it to Setro as to how we are going. Yes, we are just coming up, right? And there are a whole lot of things that we have not actually put together that in the part along the path will be getting understanding of all these things. However, with this strategy of partnership, like in the UK here, we have identified a compliance firm that we will partner with, who will sort out the issue of how do you pay the employee, how do you pay the employer, how are you going to settle this thing. It's not even going to be our headache at this point. Just the way we want to, sir, Mr. Adeyemi, you are part of this business, because we discussed around that two nights ago, but this evening I now realize that, because number one thing that we need in this business is credibility and trust, and the best way to have it is the area that you have worked, the KPMG, the Deloitte as a chartered accountant, and we are also leveraging on finance. So who will need you more, right? So on the aspect of that compliance, we'll be doing partnership. A whole lot of will not carry a headache at this stage. And I also want to make something known. Deep Talent is a cross-border infrastructure, so to say, professional infrastructure, in such a way that we don't have everything as we are now, but along the line, in terms of payroll, in terms of compliance, in terms of training, and all that. But for now, we'll be doing partnership a whole lot. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so very much for making that very precise. Before we wrap up for tonight, I want to hear from Osazua Okwayemi, and Osazua Okwayemi, please can we have you guys here? Peter is no longer online. Okay. Osazua, what are your questions for either Dr. Joe or Jim or Josh? Okpeyemi and Osazwa, your question to Mr. Adeyemi, Josh, and Light on our discussion this night. You are muted, though. I hope you are not just talking to yourself. Okay. While they are still trying to figure out how to respond on that, I have a question for Mr. Josh. When you were talking, you talked about referrals. So how do you intend to handle, you want people to refer Deep Talent platform. What is the benefit that goes along with these referrals? Can you make that clear for us?
Okay. Thank you very much. Where you mentioned Emmanuel and Okpeyemi, when Tinubu was campaigning and he came to England here, all the question they were asking was just pushing them to his voice. Emmanuel answered that. Dayo answered that. I think we'll get there when I'll be doing that. But for now, maybe I will. So what we need to do beyond on the issue of referrals, you understand this. You are just pushing it to me for me to push it to the board, but it's not a problem. For instance, if you know any employer and you introduce us to an employer, just the starting point is about £200. If you send us to an employer now and the employer happens to get a talent from us, we pay you £200 almost immediately once the company sign up. That's one. But beyond that, we are more or less like a talent aggregator. Beyond paying you £200, you can imagine the question that Mr. Ojo is talking about, and I'm already proposing like partnership arrangement and all that. So beyond giving you £200 for referring an employer to us, once we know that you could be of massive this thing, honestly, we sign up, we go into partnership arrangement. And I need to mention this because Deep Talent, there's a company that came out of Nigeria, we call it Andela. It's now in California. It's a $4 billion valuation, and it's doing basically what we are doing, only that it's into tech and engineer. We call it Andela, founded by Nyaboyeji. And I want to tell you what Deep Talent is doing now. There is no company anywhere in the world that is doing it. We are majoring in finance. Sorry, I know your question is answered. We are going to do £200 for now, right? And if you know that you are so resourceful that because we need talent, we could bring you closer.
I'm taking reactions. Sorry, sir. I'm taking reactions with respect to just what you just mentioned now. That if Deep Talent is referred, they refer an organization to Deep Talent, they are getting £200. And Paulo is already shouting that partnership is awesome. So that's a good one. Okay, you can continue, sir.
Okay, yes. We are a big family here, and Paulo that you are seeing that is one of the founding father, only a silent partner. So I want you to let us clap for Paul because he's been an inspire. He has done well in encouraging us. So that's what's the question, Dayo?
And so you've already answered it with respect to the remuneration for referrals.
Yeah,
that's 200, and also the possibility of having a partnership agreement being the order of the day. Okay, so my next question would have been to this Okpeyemi. Okpeyemi, are you back online?
I'm here, I'm online.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit of how you feel the impact of Deep Talent? What are the impacts of Deep Talent activity to our Nigerian youth, to the African youth at large? What impact would that be?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for the question. Statistics shows that here in Africa we have talent, but we have unengaged talents. Okay. Yeah, we have them already, but they are not being engaged. They are not doing anything. Do you understand? So with deep talent, it is a perfect platform for the talents here in Africa. Okay, it's a perfect avenue. It's just like some person saying, you want us to do this, where's the platform? You want us to jump, where's the platform? Now here's the platform. And the platform is not just here for them to register. The platform is here to connect them to the outside world. The platform is here to give them real engagement that they deserve. The platform is here to make them exercise that inner skills, that skills they have, that skills they've developed, that passion they have for that particular field they've been studying on for a period of time now. This deep talent platform is here to give them that opportunity, to exercise these skills, the outside world, not just exercising. Now they get paid, in foreign currency or in the local currency, depends on how they prefer it. That way
Right.
you're doing something you have passion for and you're actually being paid for. Getting
Yes, that's the
a
key.
platform
That's
free
the
of
key.
charge.
I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
yeah, that's the key. That's what the Cetros Foundation has set an
Okay.
example
Yep,
for.
yep, well said.
Okay. So, Okpeyemi, thank you for that. But what further step are you taking as part of the Deep Talent platform in educating this teeming youth out there? Most of them they fall into this labor force, but you and I know that according to their level of knowledge now, they don't have what it really takes to work.
Some of them.
Yes, some of them don't have what it takes to work on the global stage, like the world-class working ethics, being honest, being
Okay.
able to
Okay.
work. What
I
measurements?
would say,
What
okay,
measures?
I will say this. I will say this. I think we've discussed that. We spoke about that earlier in this section or this podcast. And sadly, I will say, in this part of Africa, Nigeria, um, there is a big challenge. Let me use the word. There is a great challenge that might affect these talents when it comes to them. Yeah, we might have, yes, one of one, perfect guy or a lady, intelligent, smart, but do you know this talent person has no system of his own? It has no proper internet connection, a fast one. It has no power supply to even help him or herself. So now these, I see them to be concerns and challenges. However, I visit several blogs, several sites, and for every time you see somebody post, you can work remotely on Facebook, or you see different advert. Do you know you can make $1,000 weekly? Do you know you can do this? You need to see the number of persons who are actually trying to register on this. Now, it is not about registering. Are you fit? Are you really ready to, are you qualified, not intellectually now? Are you qualified in terms of uh, um, sitting at home and delivering a complete job
Yeah.
to the outside world? Do you understand? So this is a concern which I don't know, deep talent might not be able to resolve this except or except Nigeria itself or the country itself actually settles this. However, if you have this zeal, we see it to be this one of one that we're looking for. Why not? If not, deep talent can come up with an agreement with you. We can provide you with that internet connectivity. We can provide you with that system, just so we could create that platform for you. We're actually impacting into your life and make you that special one that can be of great advantage to the economy and to the country where he or she resides.
Okay,
Are
Okay.
you
thank you.
bringing up platforms like digital platforms?
Let me quickly jump in on this
Dayo,
clarification.
Dayo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Okpeyemi, I see as if I'm talking
Yes,
to my
please.
family here. Before Deep Talent was founded, myself and you were running around setting up Sarok funds here in the UK. We're trying to get a license to run a
That's
finance.
correct. That's
So
correct.
that idea is not dead. we will make sure that we have that platform, and I will provide small facilities to Nigerian youth that are intelligent, that are brilliant. Once we know that you are brilliant, you are very intelligent, Dayo, I want you to listen, right? Once we know that you are intelligent, you are brilliant, because we already have a Deep Talent Academy. It's already set up. We have Deep Talent Academy. It's already set up, being headed by one Dr. Dr. Aremu, and we are putting the platform in place. So we'll be training African youths, professionals, even the so-called the professional of the professional, will be retraining them in AI, in comportment, in all that. So we already have a Deep Talent Academy, and what we also do is that it's going to be a graduate in not. We are not going to lump everything at once. Even the credit schemes, once we know that you are very good, you are talented, probably you have just gotten a job, we'll provide you some funding pending when you will stabilize. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so very much. That was a very good one.
He said, Dio, he said other African countries beside Nigeria, will it be Ghana?
Ghana, Togo, Botswana,
yes, okay.
Indian,
everybody.
Global South.
Global South is even more than. Please let's quickly correct this. It's not even
Just
all about Africa. It's the Global South, Africa, Philippines, Indians, and the likes of them. And for your information, between the short moment that we entered into partnership with Deep Talent Platform, we've also, because we advertised the job roles that were available, and I tell you, we received over 600 CVs spanning through Africa, Pakistan, Philippines, I think some in the some Caucasians across the globe. And I was like, wow, this is very, very laudable. But let me tell you something that even Mr. Josh doesn't know. And that's where the question Joke Toluwani asked Ibrahim was very pivotal. I wanted to listen to the response there. Is the fact that every other person on this platform already know that at the Cetros Foundation, we have been training youth in numerous skills even before now. And that's where the function of people like Claudia, Dr. Ojo, Jim Barak, the American Igbo guy that is with us here, and the likes of them. That's where we've been partnering together to
mentoring.
Yeah, and that's where Dr. Ojo that you are seeing that we're bringing to this platform has been mentoring these youths. You understand? Dr. Ojo, Claudia, and Jim Barak, and every other person have been partnering to educate these African skills, numerous skills. So my question is this: I said all that to ask this now. Is deep talent only about academic prowess in level of intelligence? What about skill? Are you leaving skills out?
Mr. Josh.
Mr. Josh.
Well, I know Jim and the Americans, they have so much interest in Africa. That's what we call Amorabini Oyo in Yoruba.
Have no clue what that was, but thank you.
Jim, let me explain.
That's okay. That's good to know. I've been learning a little Swahili from my mother-in-law.
Wait, I can't hear anybody.
I know that you are an African Oyibo. Let me explain the meaning of that to you. Amorabini Oyo means somebody that knows the answer to a question, but is still trying to use the other person's leg.
Yeah, they only trying to get a different perspective.
Okay. It's not considered being tricky, though, is it?
Yeah. So going to your question, I don't want you to see Deep Talent as a company. I want you guys to see it as more or less like a revolution or a movement.
Right.
Yes, in the long run. All of us that we are here now, few of us, Even the guys that are running Deep Talent now, if you put their experience together, it's over 100 years. Honestly, you see someone who has put in 17, I put in 17, 18 years in banking, where we met Cetro, we worked together. You see Cetro. So we have a whole lot of experience and exposure. So it's not just forming a company, it's a movement. Just the way this Obedient are forming headless movement in Nigeria. That's a joke by this idea. Obedient. Actually, Deep Talent is a movement, and it's not just issue of professional. In terms of skill, you are talking about along the line. Immediately, this Deep Talent was formed. The first company that we partner with was we call them Migrant Crew. What Migrant Crew, what they do, what Migrant Crew do is they form a platform whereby Africans in the diasporas, any project they want to do back home, whether it's Zimbabwe or Harare or wherever, or Harare and Zimbabwe, it's the same. In any part of Africa country they want to do, you go to the platform will take care of the issue of trust. So they now partner with Deep Talent that provide us all the workforce that will be needed on the project. Whether you are a carpenter, whether you are a project manager, do you understand? So what I'm trying to say is that Deep Talent along the line is not just going to be the issue of I'm a finance officer, I'm a business analyst, I'm a finance analyst. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so very much for that clarity, because I can tell you part of our project in Cetro's foundation, we have, you mentioned carpenter, now that's why I'm mentioning this. We have a youth that we picked up, we train in carpentry, and he has been traveling around Africa.
Oh yeah, I got to meet him. They had an interview with him and everything. Talented. I mean, just just think about it. It's a seed planted. He's just gonna make everybody else around him better.
Awesome. Yeah. Was he Mr. Setchel? Is he the furniture maker?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he makes furniture so beautiful. Awesome.
Yes.
Very talented young man. Very talented.
So due
to the Setchel Foundation.
Okay.
Oh, I remember it all, guys. These guys are just real troopers.
Yeah,
it's the truth.
Yeah, they're blessed. They're blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Very much.
With this, now we can say that conclusively, as we bring this program to an end, we can say conclusively that we are in the right path. Partnering with Deep Talent is going to help our youth more. So it's going to be more balanced now. It's not just all about skill. We are going to have skill. We are going to already have professionals. So we are bridging the gap between the southern pole to the northern pole. And as our profession is, or our process is, we just want to round up tonight by saying every one of us have done wonderfully well. And if you are coming online to see this what's it called, this live stream, please do note that our discussion this night was simply based on the global jobs creation that is making the best of the best in Africa have access to jobs in the global north. And when we say Africa, we're not just considering Africa alone. If you have anyone in the global south, Africa, Asia, please borrow me the countries, Philippines, Afghanistan, Asia, and all the likes of them, they can please send their CV to www.deeptalentplatform.com. That's for talent. Those that are job seekers, they can please send. I'm trying to pick up the link so that I display it here. Then, if you are a business owner, those of you that have been supporting us, on, okay, let me just, a minute, please. Those of you that have been supporting us on on our platform all these years, and you run a business in the global north, in America, UK, Philippines, wherever,
No, Canada.
Canada rather. I want to say Amsterdam, Canada, Australia, and the likes of them. So if you run a business there, we are telling you that we are running this partnership to ensure that the lot of the African youth, the African workforce, the African best of the best mindset individuals, their lots are improved by what? Giving them access to the global north to work for the global north businesses. And as such, kindly go over to www.deeptalentplatform.com, register your details as a company, and request for talent. Whatever roles that you want to fill in your organization, kindly state it clearly there. And Deep Talent will supply suitable talent that will blow your mind off. And just like you heard from Josh, you have what we call in Africa taste of the pudding. They can give you access to this talent to have a taste of what they have to offer before you make up your mind. That's to show you the confidence level that they have towards the quality of hire, the quality of talent that is being supplied to you. That's for the client side. But for those of you that you have brothers and the likes, you are based in the UK, in the US, you are based in the upper north, global north, and you have your families and they are doing well academically, work experience wise here in the global south. Instead of allowing them to be demanding money from you every now and then, send them this link, but make sure that they are very, very cerebral. Send them this link, let them apply as talent, and I tell you, leave everything for Deep Talent. They will do the matchmaking and place them in the right area that they will function well. At the end of the day, your money is not just leaking out of your pocket, but you're also what? You are building their own life so that they can be financially stable and advance in their own career. So from all of us at Deep Talent and Cetrus and the Cetrus, we want to say thank you very much. We want everybody to just give us 30 seconds summary. Okay, so who is going first?
Me.
Oh.
So Josh said something earlier about seeing beauty in dark, and it struck me like you had to have a spotlight put on something. And a long time ago, I made the Rumble. Rumble's big in America now, and I made the Cetro Spotlight channel on Rumble, and I forced Deo to upload a whole bunch of videos there, and I keep them there. And I just want everybody to know that their vision is carried through. We need to actually push on marketing. I hate that word. Producing more energy to make exposure happen. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you very much.
But that really triggered me. That took me back when you said that.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Jim Barak. Jim, Chukudi. Okay. So who is going next?
Give thanks for.
Okay, Madam Claudia.
Yeah, give thanks for everyone on this platform tonight. And I'm so happy for the Cetro Foundation. You guys are really blessed. You're very talented, really blessed. And I'm so grateful for you coming and, the experience what I have had with you in the past with training the youths and getting them, to be more, I would say, more talented towards uplifting themselves from being at the bottom and now at the top. All because of the Sexual Foundation. You are the best. Kudos to you.
Wow.
And
Thank you.
and Dr. Ojo, I don't forget you. And Jim Barak, oh, you're the best. Everyone on this platform is so blessed. Yeah. And that much to say, have a good night, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
But I'm proud I saw your dress, your daughter's dress. It was a couture and it was really lovely. So we talked backstage.
Yes, the three's just spinning, yeah. That's me. I love fashion. If anybody knows me, I love fashion. You know? Yes. Thank you so much.
Fashionista.
I have to show you, Jim, some of my work.
There you go.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I want to commend Deep Talent platform as well as Central Foundation for the bold step and commitment, for connecting, global South talent, best of the best, with, bridging the gap between the global North, bringing those talents, those opportunities that can benefit them. So I believe this is more than just creating jobs. I believe it's also about building assets, building bridges, inclusion, right? Looking far into the future and recognizing talent beyond borders. So I think that's a very great thing. That's really good. I commend and I congratulate and say thank you to both Deep Talent Platform and Cetros Foundation for doing that. And I think that's giving us a sign that the future is going to be great and we won't get in trouble by the time we get to old age because when we do all these things, give proper mentorship, training, connect people to opportunity, create opportunity and, let people run with them. It's always going to give us rest of mind when we get to our old age because we shouldn't have any worry with anybody coming to burgle our house or hijack us or kidnap us on the way if everybody are gainfully employed and are doing well. So that is why I recognize what you guys are doing, and I say a big thank you to Cetros Foundation for bringing this together and for partnering with the Deep Talent platform. Kudos to you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ojo.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Dr. Ojo for you there. always there, anytime, any day. And we have Dr. Adeyemi. Over to you, sir.
I think I will have to start preparing to become a doctorate degree holder too.
Let's go. What do you need? We're gonna give you the backings and the support.
I left that with my siblings and my wife before, but with the way you are calling doctor, so I've called me Dr. Adeyemi twice. I think maybe I should go back to school.
Yeah, that's all the push you need. That's all the motivation you need. Get it started.
Yeah. I would also appreciate the privilege to consider it a great privilege to be on this platform this very night. And I appreciate God on your behalf. You have you have dared to stand up. You have taken the bull by the horn. I know my brother is a very aggressive and a very audacious person, and that's why I like him so much. And always want to do.
Yes.
I may know book, but he has a very, very uncommon sense of uncommon business sense. And I like people who are very entrepreneurial, and I like associating myself with them. So he's such a person, and I'm not really surprised anyway. So what Deep Talent is doing, please, don't be afraid. Be focused, and whatever challenges that come our way, we will surely overcome it. That's the truth.
Amen.
And let's have the mindset to continue to do as we are looking for the best candidate, we should always also be ready to be excellent in service and prepare to give the best service to our clients. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you so much. Don't like that.
Thank you so very much. Now over to Okoyemi.
Okay.
I Gimoku the boys.
Okay, I would say it's really a great honor and an opportunity to be part of this great platform, a platform that is actually closing the gap between uh, um, talents and clients, or talents and businesses out there, giving room and opportunity, for talents to be able to experience something different, to be able to experience uh, um, new work-life balance, to be able to experience, because basically remote work gives you experience of work-life balance. Okay, so you make talent experience something different, make talent experience something new, and above all, giving talents the opportunity to say, look back and say, I think I'm financially stable now. That's also a great opportunity, and I would say well done to the talent, and this is just the starting point.
Yes. Sure.
Thank you so very much, Okoyemi, for that brilliant, always on point. Wrapping up. Okay, now we go over to Josh.
Oh, okay. I thought we still have more people to. Okay. I know I've been talking much, but apology. This is first interview I'm having, and thank you very much for that platform. Okay, 14 I will say, probably in 3 minutes. Number one thing, and number one is Dio. What you are doing is great. It is excellent.
Thank you.
In life, you want to put yourself out there to be the beneficiary of everything. But the day you shift your mind to helping people rather than you about you, that is the whole thing change. And that's one thing about David Adeyemi you are saying there. The first time we got to Lagos, even with master degree that we are roaming about Lagos, who do we know? His home was the first place. And I was with him when I got that Cultural Trust Bank where I met you. You understand?
Wow.
That's when you say someone is selfless, and similar to what Cetro is doing, right? This platform is actually to give people opportunity, not about you. That's one. Secondly, my team, I appreciate you guys. I know we are going places. It's just like when you ask Sugarbat, that's Mark Sugarbat, the owner of Facebook, he will tell you that he has tried several businesses. Started also some of us, right? And Dr. Ojo, you asked a question that is deep talent only for guys in the South, in the global South? The truth of the matter is that we didn't answer that question, but not like that. It's just a starting point.
I know.
It's just a starting point. We even recruit for guys in Nigeria, even the banks, even some guys in the UK here, UK. But it's always good to start from known to unknown, and that's exactly what we are doing. You take off from your strength point. That's exactly what we are doing. Yes, that's all. Lastly, I want to appeal to everyone. We said deep talent is a movement, it's a revolution. Whatever assistance you need to give to deep talent to push it forward. Some people are working here, they are not collecting anything. One of them is Okpeyemi. He's been with me for like 8 months. He has never collected a dime. He's so right. Just like when Dayo too say, Josh, whatever this thing is going to take, 2 of them, they went all the way, and you can see where it's going. We can see it clearer. So I want to thank everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow. If you are still
that was awesome.
If you are still there, I appreciate all that you have done in the background. Thank you very much.
Okay. Wow. Okay, now Pepperoni is going to talk.
Okay. I want to say it's an honor to be on this great platform. And I want to say this is a dream come true. We've always had this in mind to better the lot of the African youth, and being so happy today that we're not just doing skill related jobs only. We're now moving to professions. Like we can have real professionals that have gone to the forwards of the investor, or they've been certified by anybody, come on board and they'll get well placed. Some are still reaching out to me on my phone. They are reaching out to me. I want a job. I want a job. I just tell them go to deeptalentplatform.com. So I want to really thank God, and I want to say thank you to everyone that is making this a success. Thank you so very much.
Learning alumni, you can see Unibear and Learning, which one is best? Some of us we have code in our hand, we will not know.
I don't want to see what is in Lotta.
Sorry, we are talking about the university. She graduated from a university and
yes, University of Ilorin, better by far.
Thank you,
Dr. Ojo. Don't let us talk about their university. It's their university that is slaughter chicken. Don't let me say somebody. Now, I want to appreciate those that join us online. Cheryl Swiss say, yeah, jobs for Africans. Nobody is wanted. She further said, up Africa. Okay, nice having you, Cheryl Swiss. Then we have Madam Claudia already here with us. Then there is Paulo. We appreciate you, Paulo, for joining us. That's who?
That's the Paul that I just said he's been working in the background. I appreciated this.
Okay.
He's in my town here in England.
Wow, that's great.
What you are to me is what Paul is to me as well.
Wow, that's great. So we are so glad to have everyone here. On behalf of myself and the entire family of the Cetros and Deep Talent, I want to say thank you for joining us. We hope having another time out like this, where we'll be talking about the process, the next stage, the next phase, because this is not going to be a one-time live stream. We are going to be coming on. We'll send you the invite. We'll send you the next line of discussion. And just like what we do in Cetros Foundation, we are not just coming to discuss. We'll discuss with proof what has been done. The next thing you'll be hearing very soon will be, 1,000, 10,000 persons have been what's it called? Have been well placed from Africa, from the Philippines, from the days to the global world, and like that's how to live an impactful life. You remember we started saying this even while we were just starting this platform. We said to ourselves that all we are interested in is to transform ourselves first, transform Africa, transform the world. And we are so glad that we are achieving that. On behalf of every one of us, once again, want to say thank you for staying with us. The most light-skinned African boy, Jim Barrett.
Can I quote a famous person one time?
Okay.
A mother with her child of 4 years old was she approached Michael Jordan and said, "Michael, how do I make my son the greatest basketball player of all time?" And Michael said to her, and looked at the boy at the same time, "Just love the game." And that's what you guys do. That's what you guys do. You just love the game.
Thanks.
So, thanks, guys.
Well said, Jim Barracks.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay. Good night. Good night. Okay.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.